I used an 8mm socket with this setup to remove the passenger rear lower side valve cover bolt, which is extremely close to the air conditioning evaporator housing. Some people remove a motor mount to give more space to remove this one bolt, but I did not have to do that. You can see the bolt is almost out in the upper left part of the screen. I removed it the rest of the way by hand. Now it is easy to remove the rest of the 8mm bolts on the passenger side with a deep well socket. I had to buy one. The passenger side has 11 bolts total. Remove the electrical connectors from the top of the valve cover bolts, then remove all of the 8mm bolts. I am using the 8mm deep well socket here. This one bolt is a 13mm on the driver's side. Lightly tap the valve cover with a rubber hammer to help break the seal to the engine. Remove the grommets, which are mounted to metal studs. Remove the purge valve with a 10mm socket. Removing the purge valve allows the valve cover to be removed on the passenger side. The valve covers have to be pulled up and off above the timing gear and chain to remove them. Everything has to be out of the way to remove them. This is where they use silicone RTV to seal the engine block mating surface under the valve cover gasket. I am using Dawn Platinum dishwashing liquid and scrub brushes to clean the oil off of the valve covers. Gunk engine degreaser is used to get the extra hard to remove grease off. Cleaning again with Dawn Platinum. Removing the old grommets from all the metal studs, then cleaning the metal studs with Dawn Platinum. Removing the RTV off the valve cover with a razor blade. Everything is cleaned off and ready to install the Fel-Pro BS 50564R valve cover gasket set. Installing the gasket on the valve cover by pushing down only and not sliding along the gasket worked best for me. Install the grommets on the metal studs just like this. I put a microfiber towel inside the engine to prevent the RTV from going into the engine block while I removed it with a razor blade. Then vacuum this area clean. I did the same to the bottom RTV section, which I did not show. Clean all valve cover mating surfaces with brake clean. Scrub the hard to remove residue off with a toothbrush sprayed with brake clean. Wipe everything down with a clean microfiber towel to remove any residue off the valve cover mating surface. Install the valve cover and check that the gasket is still installed properly by feeling it with your hands. Make sure the bolt holes line up and install all the metal studs with the grommets installed just like this. I used my borescope to make sure the gasket is 100% installed properly all the way around the valve cover. Install all the bolts without tightening them too much. Apply Permatex 82-180 Ultra Black Maximum Oil Resistance RTV to a Q-tip and spread it under the valve cover gasket onto the engine block where the engine block mating surfaces meet. This is the passenger side torque tightening sequence. I did not like the cheap torque wrench I bought from Harbor Freight, so I bought this Quinn digital torque adapter from Harbor Freight, which is an amazing tool. I set the Quinn torque adapter to 95 inch-pounds, which is equal to 7.91 foot-pounds. Quinn displays the torque spec, gives you a solid beat and a solid light when you hit your torque spec setting. I really like this tool. driver's side is much easier to install. Just follow the same procedure as the passenger side. One difference is one bolt is a 13mm and not an 8mm on this car. Second bolt on the bottom is 13mm. Apply Permatex Ultra Black RTV just like on the other side. I am pointing to the torque bolt tightening sequence order here. This is the driver's side valve cover torque tightening sequence. You can watch episode 13 of this Ford Crown Victoria in the link right here.